So to me, I want to get to. We got before new music. We gotta just talk about this, and I got a lot to say, but it's not gonna be long. Drake says that he is suppressed because What Did I Miss reached number 2 on the Billboard, losing out to number 1, Alex. I'm blanking on his name. Song Ordinary, fire. I love that song. What's that?
No, I was not saying that. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought you were correcting me on the last name. So he lands number 2, and he says that there's quote unquote suppression. So I just want to ask y'all this. I want to ask the whole room a very simple question. Do you guys think that Drake is suppressed?
Yeah, yes and no, because I feel like no, because like songs I feel like number ones are luck of the draw. It's kind of like a lottery, basically. You have a bunch of other songs in the mix, and it doesn't really matter.
I've never met anybody that won the lottery as much as Drake.
I know that, but like even so, like not every song is going to be. That's the one that's going to run the charts for a few weeks. Like Nokia definitely was one of those. Not like what did I miss? Like it's really good. Do I think it's like one of like the top songs he's ever made? Not really. So like does it like just because he's Drake getting number 1 spot, does it have to happen?
He expected number 1 because like
he's Drake.
He's Drake, and like the whole beef he had. I feel like he wanted to go number 1. But I feel like with that song, I feel like it should be number 1. To be fair, I really do, because it's Drake. But like we love Drake.
Have you heard Ordinary though?
No.
Banger.
I don't know.
The actual
Banger.
number one.
Yes.
I don't think so.
You can't control that
Banger.
part of it, though. Is that
You can.
No, but you have to understand there are
You can.
other. Hold up, relax. Okay, let me.
I never heard.
Okay.
I'm just saying. Is that
I'll offer my counter after. I want you to elaborate.
is that
My bad.
the thing is like at that level, there's in my head there's no way they're letting him go number 2 without and then keeping him from what's the point of that at the end of the day? He's still number 2. That's still a fucking accolade. Is it just to make him mad? That's like the thing at the end of the is it really, do you think it's down to that little of a fucking
To be honest, you could argue that yes, just because of his response. Right? Like him posting, I'm suppressed from being number 1, shows that he's bothered about not being number 1.
I do think like fucking, like the one with Party Next Door from earlier this year.
Nokia.
The
Oh,
album
sorry.
in general.
Okay,
didn't
sorry.
really. I think that definitely had some play behind, but that's also an entire album. And this specific thing that came out is literally number 2 as opposed to number 1. We have to remember there's a shitload of fans of other types of music out there at the same time. You know what I mean? A lot worldwide, and it's a pop song.
Zay, where you at with it?
Damn, I just had something. I forgot it. Oh, fuck. Hold on, come right back. I'll be
All
right
right.
back. I'm gonna get it.
I'm on the fence about it because while yes, obviously the label might have a certain bias or want to do things to, against Drake just for Drake doing what he doing with the lawsuit or whatever. But if songs like I don't know if it was One Dance or Controller, but one of those didn't reach number 1. So it's like if that song ain't reached number 1, it's like I'm definitely not expecting for What Did I Miss to reach number 1. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, listen to Drake. Drake know the industry better than any of us sitting in this room talking about it right now. So if he maybe he knows something we don't. I did see something about what that first song had like a huge ass spike in airplay. I don't understand that shit. So I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh, go ahead.
That song is. I just want to quickly. I don't want to steer you off your point. That song has like been number 1, lost number 1, been back to number 1. Like it's been a consistently charting. I think it's had 22 weeks on the chart, and I think like 7 or 8. I'll look it up to fact check. Have been number 1. So it's been one of those like it'll
the dude who
ordinary
number 1,
the one that is ordinary. Yeah. I'm looking it up right now.
So yeah,
this
this
came
has
out?
been fluctuating.
So
now
yeah. So it's
and
it's
marinating.
been
I think so.
you know,
When it came out,
I didn't even hear
It's
it.
been
no,
there
but that's what I
consistently
was-
for
I
a
was
while.
saying- I was
Actually,
saying,
I got a
like, the
question.
post I seen,
And I just
was
remember
saying
what I
that
was about to
there's,
say.
like a spike in the like. I don't know if it was number one or not. Like that's news to me, but
Right.
they were saying like it was a spike in the airplay of like of plays that week or whatever. That's what the post was saying. I don't know. I don't be understanding.
Do y'all think?
yeah. Yes, thank you, Alex Warren. Thank you.
Do y'all think that you know the whole lawsuit thing with UW? UMG. Sorry. Do y'all think that is affecting that?
What's
Well,
that? I'm sorry?
that's what. That's
you think
why
the
I
whole
think,
lawsuit is affecting that? Is it like because like they not?
Well, that's what I'm asking you.
Right.
That's
That's
what I'm
what it
asking you.
goes
Do you
down
think
to.
that's what it's why it's not number two?
Well, well, are they putting? Because I didn't really see any of I didn't notice any of his like anything, nothing. I didn't get any like marketing for it or nothing like that. Like it's just random stuff being put out.
He
So-
did the stream.
Well, to be fair, like people don't really market their singles they drop. They market the album that's coming more so than the single.
especially too when you're a premier artist like Drake, and he did a stream like he didn't like not market this, not market. I get it. I get what you're saying. Like he didn't bash you over the head with it. He didn't do a bunch of fucking like, oh, he's linking up with this TikTok star and doing a dance to the song.
Plus,
Like he
and-
didn't shake his ass for this.
And in
song,
all
like,
honesty, bro,
but he did put it out and
This
put
what did
marketing.
I miss? This what did I miss? Because I didn't really get to speak on the what did I miss song. But in my opinion, I think it just wasn't delivered properly, bro. Like he put out a few projects. He put out the whole Nokia album, you know, all of that stuff. You know, we heard Drake a lot already since the beef. If he wanted to put out, what did I miss? Come on and say, oh, what did I miss? You shouldn't have put out anything in the beginning, just like you were saying. Like, why give it time to comment on the, after the beef, and then put out what did I miss? Like,
Well,
and
and
then
I
that
thi-
would have delivered so much better.
I think why this is also important too is because this is like I was saying, like it was kind of like a what's next in my opinion, where Drake I could tell when Drake is starting, he's gearing up, and like this is like, yo, I'm back, get ready, like whatever type of thing. That's the place this is supposed to hold,
Yeah.
and I've seen it done better in the past of other songs that he's done to do, because this is what I've noticed, that rather than like how Kanye has the controversy thing, he does Drake's rollout process always starts with a song like this
Yes.
that holds this place. You know what I mean? I know what he's doing, why this is what it is. And I think he's done better before. It's not a bad song. It's not my favorite Drake song.
Yeah.
I feel like I've heard this song done by him better before.
Right. So just to clarify, I want you to chime in. But Ordinary by Alex Warren, 22 weeks on the chart, 6 weeks number one. So basically, it's been number one before, got dethroned, popped back to number one. Like it's so when you talk about the spike, like I wouldn't call that like an personally. Obviously, everything has a push behind it. You don't get to number one without having a push. But I wouldn't call that like inorganic, right? Like if this is a record that has fluctuated between being number one before and falling down a couple spots and then rising back to number one, like that to me seems like, okay, this is a record where like it wasn't like an uncharacteristic spike with this. And I'm not saying you were saying that. But just to kind of clarify your point, because I think that could be true. It could have had a surge this week, but I wouldn't. I just want to clarify and put like that. It's not. I wouldn't call it like an uncharacteristic if it's been 6 weeks at number one, 5 weeks before this week. So like it's been just like there. It's been in the conversation for 3 months. 3 months. 22 weeks is 3 months. So like,
It was already.
no, that's more than 3 months, right? That's more than. Hold on, my math is bad.
4 weeks is a
four.
month, so it's a month and a half.
No, that's
4 weeks.
yeah.
So 6 weeks. Or
Wait, no.
better.
6 weeks is six.
Four-
Oh yeah,
four
as
weeks.
number one. But I'm talking 22 weeks. So for 22 weeks, it's
22
been
weeks.
on
It's
the
been,
charts,
like, on the charts,
competing.
high on- yeah.
So that's like 4 months. So yeah. So this is a real song. This is a
Yeah,
real song.
That's what I mean, and that's
It's not like
No, it's
inorganic.
22 weeks is like 4 to 5 to 6 months.
Yeah.
It's like half a year.
Damn near.
And that's why I feel like it's not being suppressed, because it's just like Drake has dropped plenty of singles since like the release of Not Like Us, and not every single one has even like done major numbers. Like No Face, that's a great song, but like it didn't do anything, and he didn't bitch about it.
Yeah.
Nokia's done pretty well overall.
And he was loving that. And
Just
he was
wait for October.
raking
Right.
it in.
I just don't think there's a world where they let him go number 2 but not number 1. You're getting essentially all the benefits of being number 1 just without the accolade. It seems like that's a lot of money on the line to just do for literally a pushover reason like that. It just seems it seems
But
like,
they have fuck you money. You know what I mean?
right. I mean,
like
I suppose.
like the powers that be. They have fuck you money. They have money that they can piss away just to feel their own ego. You know, just to quote unquote humble Drake, because they know that Drake looking at number 2, they know that will bother him if it's anything but number 1. So I'm not gonna entirely rule this out. And Birdie, did you want to chime in before I got to my overall take? Because I got somewhere where I got my take on it, but before I do that, you good? All right. Because I want to say this about this. And we've had this conversation on and off mic. And I think this is just further proof that this is true. Is that I think that this Drake era is just different now. I don't think it's suppression. I just think that he's not getting the same level of push that he did. And so these records, yes, to go number 2 is great for Drake. But he wants number 1s. And I also, when I go outside, I don't hear this record I've been outside since this record has popped off, and I don't hear it the way you hear a Drake song announced. And if you can tell me that bullshit Search and Destroy can go number 1 for a week, then Drake, Search and Destroy. You might not remember that song, but it went number 1.
Search and Rescue.
Search and Rescue. Whatever. Search and Destroy. Shout out Search and Destroy. Great game mode.
What year?
Like 2 years ago, 3 years ago?
Yeah, 2.
Something like that?
I don't particularly remember it.
Exactly, but
The
that
one-
went number
the
1.
that got the picture with the girl with the eyes that everybody thought was
2023.
Kim K. You ever remember
Yeah.
that?
Yeah, this
I
one,
remember
right?
that, but I don't remember the song
I
specifically.
think that is her, bro.
Anyways, that song went number 1. Even for, I think it was a couple weeks. Maybe it was only just 1 week. But that is a record that went number 1. So you're telling me that Nokia couldn't beat that. You're
That is
telling me
crazy.
that this can't beat that. So what I'm saying is I'm not saying suppression. This is what I was arguing with you when we had this conversation on and off mic about there is a difference in Drake now versus previous. And I'm not saying it's a catastrophic difference, because everybody would trade places with Drake right now if they could. Almost every other all but like 5 artists would trade places with Drake right now if they could. But there's just a little knock that has come, and this is examples and proofs and moments of him not being the same post battle to me. Like this is a foolproof hard evidence, because Search and Destroy went number 1, and you're telling me that Nokia couldn't go number 1? Wouldn't that
further the point though? Because you said when you outside you don't hear what do you miss like a Drake record, but Nokia was definitely one of those. 100%, you can't deny it.
Well, no, and that was undeniable. That's what I will
Right,
say.
so you're telling me that record also didn't get number 1. I'm not saying that. Look, there's a lot of records we hear outside that aren't number 1s. That are culturally relevant, that pop off.
Nokia got an organic TikTok trend off of it, because you can't. It's really hard to control that at the end of the day because you're at the whim of people picking up on that shit. Really.
That's what I'm saying is these are we've seen stronger records from Drake not go number 1 recently, and that to me tells me that post battle there is a stain. And I'm not saying that UMG is not completely dissolved of this. I'm not saying that UMG is not part of this. I think that's been part of Drake, and I've said that for years. I've said that for years that UMG and Drake have a partnership that pushes Drake, and while Drake does great numbers, that part of that is the label support. So I'm not denying that is a factor of it. However, I'm looking at a song like Nokia that I know is an absolute banger, that I know that song is a #1 caliber song. And if you want to tell me that Luther just beat it out, that's fine. That's fine. I'll hear that discussion. They're both great songs. I'll hear that discussion. But I'm saying that is a record that has the ability to be #1, and it's not post-battle. You see the songs that he did with Camille Cabello, and them shits did not hang at all. Like, you are seeing a difference in the way Drake charts now versus previously. And I'm not saying that that's all on Drake. There's a multitude of factors. It is the battle. It is the situation with UMG that will probably get cleared up before the year is over. There's a lot of factors in it. If you want to just blindly say that this is all because of UMG's suppression, God bless you. God bless you. But like, to me, it's a multitude of factors. It's not just one. And all I'm saying is that there is impact.
My nigga, this nigga is #2 with no label push. So you telling me that
I won't say no label push, but I'll say less.
Okay,
Less.
so less label push.
Less.
Niggas #2 with less label push. So you telling me that you think that Drake's sound is falling off because of some beef when still he's going #2 with less than the label push than you already had. And you just named a weaker song that we know is weaker. We know Nokia and Search and Rescue is on 2 different playing fields.
Yes.
On 2 different playing fields. So how is it not obvious that if he just had a label that said, yo, we gonna make you go #1, because for one, hip hop is a number one genre, #1 streaming genre, period. Why if he is going #2, what makes you think that him not having UMG is not
stopping
a
him
big
from #1?
factor?
I'm not saying
a majority factor, if anything. Because if UMG in the picture, you would have heard What Did I Miss just as much as you heard Search and Rescue, because I heard Search and Rescue a lot. I didn't fucking like it, so I never played it myself, but I heard it outside of me actually going to go play it.
I did hear
What
it.
Did I Miss? No, that's not the same thing. I'm not hearing What Did I Miss ever
Like
down
that,
there.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So UMG will make you listen to the shit that you don't even want to listen to begin with. And I think you actually bringing up Search and Rescue actually proves that, because nobody even talk about Search and Rescue to this day in comparison to songs that is bigger to, like, What's Next. Like, that's a bigger song in the culture in comparison to Search and Rescue. So
Easily.
I don't know. I feel like you kind of countering your own
No,
point, because you don't name a song when he was on a label that went #1, but he's #2 right now with less push from a label than he was then.
I get what you're saying. I'm just here to tell you that, bro, that I think that's faulty logic to say that there isn't some stain, because there's been consistent.
I'm not denying
There's
that.
been okay. That's
what I was
That's what I said. That's what I said.
Okay, that's all.
That's why,
all I'm
but
saying.
I'm still putting majority on UMG. This nigga
Okay.
is #2 right now.
Okay, and that's
So and then it's like he's #2 right now with less label push. So that means he still
He
has.
could be
it's
#1.
It's not.
He can for sure be
I'm not-
#1 if there wasn't that factor of, like you said, the beef and in this whole lawsuit shit.
Look,
that's obvious.
It's just a nasty.
Look,
shame
bro.
That's
right
obvious,
now.
but what I'm
And
saying is,
motherfuckers ain't really trying to listen to him right now. Everybody's on the.
but how is
thing.
#2?
I'm not. But look, it goes back to his point. People got other stuff that they like. Most of the people who boost Drake up is white women, and I heard that Ordinary song,
What?
and that's a song that white women gonna listen to.
White women is not going back to listen to What Did I Miss, bro.
Not at all.
This nigga's doing fucking beef
Yeah.
talk on there 90% of the time. Like, that's not one of those. No, Kia, okay, I can see that. Give me a hook, I can see that.
I'm saying like,
But-
but basically, I'm saying is other people are listening to other songs. That's basically what Chris was saying. And right now, What Did I Miss isn't the song that everybody want to listen to.
Look,
he's number 2.
all
I'm
I'm
not denying.
I
I
understand.
am
I
not
understand what you're
denying
saying,
that.
but you're not proving to me
Yeah.
how that's true when he's number 2
Also-
with less push from his label than he usually gets. So how is people not listening? I mean, I get it because I don't hear it as much as I hear the average Drake song when he drops. But we do have to counter in the fact that the label is the one who usually push that shit like that. 9 times out of 10.
Look, all I wanted to have the conversation about was the fact that you full staunch denied that the battle has any effect, and now you're saying, okay, we can I'm not trying to argue like percentage, like, oh, the battle had this amount of percent, whatever. I don't care, because we'll be arguing for days about that. So to me, all I'm saying is that it is absolutely culmination things. We're gonna have to see how the album performs. We're gonna have to see how the case presents itself, because that's going to be a factor in how things play out moving forward. So I think that this is just a little, like, this just shows to me like there's a little chink in the armor. Like, is it permanent? No,
Hell
because
no.
I've also said that if Drake
Hell
comes
no.
out with an absolute undeniable album, which I think he is capable of, if he is in the right headspace,
This next
and
Drake album is gonna be
separate
1-1.
conversation. What did I miss? I think he's in the right headspace, but he's not executing the right way. So I am a little bit concerned about my take, because I've had the take for months now that Drake is going to deliver one of his best albums ever.
Wait for October.
And I hope that's right, and that's what I predicted. That's what I want. But the truth is that if he delivers a phenomenal album, this beef shit is in the absolute rearview mirror. Nobody's talking about this shit anymore. Nobody, like, so many people want to move on from this conversation. So many people want to move on from this beef. So, like, I'm not trying to say, like, oh, Drake is doomed, or, oh, Drake went number 2, so he's falling off. No, if you go fucking number 2 with I'm not gonna say no label support, but less support than you've had, absolutely, you're still fine. You're still absolutely fine. You're still Drake. So to me, I'm not buying into it. All I've been saying is that I've been consistent in my points, in that you look at, like, you look at the fact that Drake and Ordinary, put some respect in Ordinary's name, because not only is it competing against Drake, it's competing against Morgan Wallen, Boo. It's competing against a bunch of motherfuckers that are like, that chart competition is heavy right now, and so, like, Ordinary is the real deal. So I don't think Drake necessarily lost to something crazy. And you brought up a great point about either One Dance or Controlla not reaching number 1, when both of those were fucking absolute massive culture defining hits.
Was it Controller,
like,
or was it One Dance? That's why
I'll look
I think it was
it up.
a Controller though.
I'll look it up. But yeah, that's,
I think One Dance was more bigger.
yeah, I think One Dance might have reached. I think Control might have been like 11. I think
that was number 2. I
Control.
think those was both 1 and 2.
I also think Drake is, like, a little salty that, like, because, like, I think he knows he's capable of, like, just taking back, like, his position of being everyone's favorite again. But it's just, like, because of the label, like, pushback of him getting number 2, he's a little salty that it's not as easy as he thinks it was going to be.
Okay, yeah, Control's peak position was 16.
Oh, 16. Yeah. What was this?
No, I was gonna
You know
say
what song-
11
you know
or
what song I'm
okay.
talking about,
I'll
though?
look up One Dance just to make sure.
One Dance. I don't know.
I'll look up One
was number
Dance. I'll look up One Dance.
It might have been a song though. One Dance might have been a song.
One Dance. I think One Dance is number 1. I think
is?
I don't think it
would have
was.
been the one.
One
that-
of the songs me and Chris was looking at one day.
Yeah.
It was number 2, but we thought it was like one of the songs that went number 1.
Oh yeah. Yeah. No. One Dance definitely for sure went number 1.
You know what I'm talking about, though, right?
What's
You
up?
remember that?
Sorry. I'm looking at the charts. What'd you say?
No, remember we was looking up. It was like number 1s or something, and then we was looking at songs. Like, damn, we thought this would be number 1, but it was only went number 2 at the highest.
You're right.
I can't
I
remember.
feel like it was a View song too.
I thought it was One Dance
That's
for
what I'm saying.
Controller.
Yeah.
That's what I thought. That's why I said that.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. No, I feel you. I'd have to dig deeper into it, but yeah, man. I'm excited for what Drake does next. I'm excited to see what he has in store. Before we get out of here,